Would all the seniors please fasten their seatbelts and remain seated? Smoking is not permitted at this time as we approach landing of Model Airlines Flight 1987. Yes, tonight we conclude this fabulous 14-year aerial journey with touchdown on this runway right beside me. Yet hopefully, the memories of this journey will never end or remain airborne in our minds forever. I, as one individual, cannot recount all the happenings. We all had our separate seats with unique incidences and unique views. But I do wish to express some of our general emotions on this journey. Much of the hangar is filled with assorted aircraft. Our flight has been filled with various emotional responses. One pervasive feeling throughout our trip has been apprehension. I remember when we first boarded the plane in nursery school. We were frightened at the many new faces and the foreign surroundings. Our ties with the familiar, our home, and our parents were being severed. We did not know what to expect. Faces peered out the plane of the windows of the plane, yearning for the safety of the ground. Would we be safe in the air? Tonight, many of us are apprehensive again as we face the change from air back to the ground. Only this time, the world presents us with growing responsibilities and challenging complex decisions. We wonder what the future has in store. Still, I feel that we have worried the most during the actual flight. School found us concerned about grades and performance, pleasing our parents and teachers, being accepted by our peers, all while trying to maintain our identities. A second dominant emotion we have encountered on board is joy. We have felt great pleasure in fulfilling ambitions, seeing our minds grow, and winning the heart of that certain girl or guy. We have also experienced the meaningful but ephemeral little delights, such as a smile or a compliment from a fellow student. I only hope that each of us has encountered enough of these such joys to make these years meaningful and pleasant. We have also felt frustrations on many occasions during this flight, like the large man who wiggles and squeezes his way back to the very back of the plane, only to see 5 occupied signs. These would be the times when we have spent hours on studies only to do poorly on a test, paper, or class, or hours in athletic training, yet our records speak for themselves. But in the end, we have all succeeded tonight with diplomas in hand. And the large man, well, he can just hold it. So in the future, no matter how frustrated we may get, we should never give up hope. The list of our emotional experiences probably stretches on endlessly. So I'd like to just mention one final sentiment that we especially hold tonight, and that is gratitude. Barring divine intervention, we should all land safely in a few minutes. And behind all successful flights are the efforts of a hard-working crew. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to express our sincerest thanks to the following. To our magnificent pilot and co-pilot, Dr. Boner and Mrs. Vance, who have steered this ship and pointed it in a direction for successful futures. They have also helped to foil a hijacking attempt to ground this vehicle a couple years ago, and their policies have made for smooth flying. Our thanks are also due to the stewards and the stewardesses. Our faculty and staff's daily attention has made this flight educational as well as comfortable. And finally, thanks go to our parents, the air traffic controllers. They have watched over our plane with loving attention throughout the course of this flight. There is no doubt that landing would be impossible tonight if it were not for them. To all our mothers and fathers out there, we love you. Our analogy between school and air travel leads me to an important truth that I wish to point out. You have all heard that what goes up must come down, except taxes and inflation. And so all successful flights must land. After tonight, some of us will embark upon another flight called college. Others have developed air sickness and air phobias, and another stint in the air will be bypassed. But regardless of what we choose, we will all wind up on the ground. It is what we do there that is important. Sure, succeeding in school is eye-catching like air acrobatics. Yet we will all be held accountable for what we contribute to society. Will we help to make the world a better place by giving our talents? Finally, as mentioned, tonight is the landing. And following, we the passengers will exit those terminal gates and go our different ways, making tonight the final gathering of our group as high school students. It is regrettable that during our hectic school days, we may have failed to interact with every member of the class. But this does not have to be the case tonight. As Dr. Bonner reads off each name, I ask that you form an image of each classmate in your mind. Visualize the face, picture a moment, or just repeat the name for yourself. And thus, we could say that I have truly interacted with each member of the class on our final night. Thank you.